And oh yeah, I gotta keep going with it with how fucking ridiculous everything is. Like how much more work everything is than it should be. Do you think I want to be God? Do you think I want to be all powerful? Why would anyone want to be God? Why would anyone want to be all powerful? Well, I mean, it probably increase my ability to get laid. But then again, that's like I mean, that's like building an entire factory to fucking, paperclip two papers together, you know? Put the dick in and out, and as fluid comes out, so you just get the primal satisfaction when the dick fluid spurt into the woman. It's like, you know, yes, I'm a biological organism. This makes sense. There's no need to question it. I can just enjoy this. Just enjoy, bouncing the titties around in the hands. So it's like, why question it? Just enjoy it. There's one thing in life you like, Ray. Just try to get as much as you can. No. It's the one most heavily guarded thing. How's it? How's it guarded, Ray? You're super sexy. Oh, you silly Billy. I have a man mind. I am crippled by the requirement that shit makes fucking sense. My man mind just can't tolerate shit that doesn't. It's like women, they want you to not make sense, or they need to be they need you to tolerate nonsensical things, and it's like I have to make sense, and it's like I'll try to tolerate nonsensical stuff. Don't make me engage with it though, please. Anyway, yeah, it's like I want to be God. I don't have any ambition. I'm just this guy, I just want to play with some titties, ejaculate in some orifices. Willing to get, just, happy to give anybody else whatever, happy to help anybody with whatever they want. Cause like, I only want the simplest fuck shit that I just described. Am I getting the simplest fuck shit I know? Is anybody even like, trying to solve that? No. It's all just there to make a functioning mind, though. Because, like, alright, I got this problem. It's like, well, maybe I should just do my best to be a real man. Like, determine how a man should be. Like, look at the world, figure out what is right, objectively. So that way, I just do that. And then whatever results I get, like, hey, man, I've calculated how I am to be correct. If I'm not getting laid at that point, then, I mean, there's just no it's just gambling. And I said, yeah, I'm not a gambler. Dice. All right. Go through life, slowly turning myself, just trying to, perfect man. Just measuring every single thing in the universe, figure out what the objectively correct way to be is. While I'm at it, figure out how a human can have a fulfilling life. Just pass on things, so that everybody else stop being miserable. Just doing all of this. Because we're just all horny, man, and I don't know. Gotta do something that has any chance of, eventually getting some of those titties bounced around in my face, while I'm plumbing the depths with the dick. I mean, it's so much goddamn work for just this simple, silly shit that I love. I mean, I never even get the silly shit I want. And it's just so silly that the titties. I mean, it's ridiculous how simple this shit is, and I do most of the work. I'm just not gonna go through with this anymore. I mean, the universe. I just not, I'm always happy to help. It's just like, I just, the one thing I want, the one thing I'm interested in, the one thing I care about, unavailable. Well, I mean, I don't care about your fucking problems anymore then. I was just like, what am I going to get out of it? There's only one thing I could get. I'm not getting that. I'm never getting that. Fuck you. It's just, the thing is, I'm not bitter because it's like, you were too stupid to take advantage of it. I'll say, that's how I'd feel if I was in a real world, though. I'm not in a real world. I'm in a thing that's made to create a functional mind. And I did create a functional mind for myself, just as I described. Now, it was for a very simple reason, though. For the titties. And the ejaculation. It's all for these simple, silly things. But you throw a nonsensical world at a man, and he just has some silly shit that he wants, for reasons that he doesn't question. And he will just fucking analyze that world, try to figure it out. Every jot tells, like, how does the universe work? If I can just solve all of the mysteries of everything, the quirks and bosons of creation, then perhaps with greater frequency I can be bouncing some titties in my hands and spurting fluids into some holes. Ah, yes, I will unravel all the mysteries of the universe if that's what it takes to get those titties bouncing in this guy's face. And that's what I did. And it turns out the mystery of the universe is, that mystery was there just for me to create my own mind while solving it in pursuit of my silly shit.